Hello everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live stream to Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition online role-playing adventures. Stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday evening. Watch all of our D&D live series as well as reviews and Let's Plays on my YouTube channel, and read weekly session recaps at roguewatson.com. Head on over to Chat for the Lost Plane after our show tonight for our live post-session discussion. You can follow me on Twitter at RogueWatson and join our official Discord server with invite link in the description below. You can support the channel at patreon.com/RogueWatson. Shoutouts to Platinum patrons Joe, Will, Tiny Dancer, Manuel, Wizard Princess, Christopher, Star, Lovely, Thomas, Ian, Captain Mike, Jeremy, Adam, and Leroy. And gold patrons RPG Papercrafts, Charming Grenade, Pretty Boy and Yuma, Marco Stid, Vicente Gilberto, Dead Lizard, Lounge Sam, Arash, Lumpy Spuds, Jerome, Fatboy619, Scalinia, Nick, Farty McButterpants, Blood Angel, Veronis, and the Fireworks Factory. Shout out to new patrons this week, John, the Copper Level, and the Fireworks Factory at Gold. Thank you all very much. Support.
I'm Chris, your Dungeon Master, and I'm joined by our awesome players who joined just in time. Reese playing the Warforged War Cleric Tim.
That's me.
Raymond playing the half-elf assassin rogue Kethra.
That's him.
That's him. I see a screen.
This is one combination of people I don't have a thing for either. Oh, Raymond just came on. Hang on.
Oh, he's here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a blank screen at the moment.
I've got it. All right.
Rochelle playing the Triton Lorebard champion fighter Gillian Flounderson.
That's her.
Heather playing the human Oath of Devotion paladin Scarlet O'Fair is right there.
Hi, I'm here. Coffee.
And Eric playing the tiefling monster slayer ranger fiend warlock Kaelin Cazador.
Hello.
We use Roll20.net for our campaign, Discord for video chat, and stream it all using open broadcaster software with Streamlabs. Previously on War of the Lost Plane. At the edge of the desert of the World Ender, in front of a tower owned by a well-dressed goblin-like creature named Orner, the adventurers learned of their next task. With Orner's help, they would have to venture inside the gigantic immortal beast to retrieve the crater's spellbook. With several hours before the creature would be in range, the adventurers rested, gathering their strength, managing their weaponry, and preparing themselves. Scarlet used the time to convene with her god to ask about their chances of success, getting a reassuring pat in return, while Tim's prayers to his god for the book to be delivered to them went unanswered.
That's right. He tried.
Please make this campaign over now.
I skipped this final dungeon. Cheat code.
Orner woke them in the morning. Oh boy, I said that 5 times fast. Orner woke them in the morning, ushering them into a needle-like rocket, aiming at the approaching beast, and fired. They slammed into the beast, shaken but alive. As part of their intrusion, they rendered the beast nearly unconscious, but knew this would be temporary, and in no more than an hour, the creature would wake with them inside of it. 2 paths lie before them, one dripping in stomach acid, the other accompanied by howling winds from its lungs. Since time was a factor, they decided to split the party. Kaelin cast his new water walk ability as he, Tim, and Scarlet went into the stomach, while Kaelin sent Styx with Kethra and Gillian to explore the lungs. Both groups immediately ran into danger. Those in the stomach walked along the acidic floor without trouble, until a foursome of nasty insect creatures burst out of the green liquid. The stomach fleas caught them off guard as they successfully dragged Kaelin and Scarlet into the acid, biting and slashing with claws and mandibles. Kaelin would use Misty Step to escape, and then his Hellfire crossbow to shoot a gout of fire into 3 of them. Scarlet escaped their grip and slashed outward with her sword, but went down under a vicious flurry of claws and acid. Tim would revitalize her with a heal spell and use his guided strikes to make sure his allies' blows would land and kill the creatures before any more were dragged down into the acid for good. Meanwhile, those in the lung found themselves surrounded by over a dozen fleshy tendrils that detached from the walls. Gillian threw the magical heart of the idol, successfully charming half of them, while the other half charged and attacked. Kethra saw the numbers and suggested they flee, calling to Styx to grab the heart and for Gillian to follow. Styx flew in and grabbed the magic item, successfully flying up to the ceiling, ready to rush out of the room, while Gillian grudgingly followed Kethra, who had already made it into the heart and began exploring yet another path. The monster's insides were a labyrinth of organs, ventricles, and orifices, They hadn't the slightest idea where to go. Everything wanted to kill them, including the location itself. They had split the party, and their time was running out.
You fucking copy and pasted that from my recap.
Have you not noticed I do that every week?
Well, I mean, I know you take but that was like word for word. I was like,
yeah.
I had a dynamite outro for this.
It was a good outro. I mean, when you do something good, you use it.
Isn't that called plagiarism?
I'm reading it a lot. It's a performance of the written work. So no, it's not plagiarism.
we'll let the lawyers decide.
All right.
You don't even actually know lawyers.
I don't know any lawyers.
Okay.
Oh, we're good people.
I know lawyers.
Wow.
Like, what kind do you want?
I need a personal defense attorney like yesterday.
Yes,
It'd be great.
I got 3 I know that I can call.
Nice.
One of which I only have to buy a 6-pack for, and I've got an easy defense lawyer.
Great.
Sounds like a terrible lawyer.
No, that sounds like the best lawyer, because all I have to do is buy them beer. I don't have to pay them.
Yeah. All right. So the only one currently still in any sort of dangerous position is Gillian. Gillian, where you left off, you were rushing out of the lungs, and these fleshy tendrils were following you, slapping at you in an attempt to like grip you with their tendrilness. But you noted that you were almost out of the lungs at the end of the last session. So what do you want to do?
I guess I'm just gonna keep running.
Okay.
For time's sake, so I'll just disengage and run.
Okay, we disengage and run. All right. Gillian, as you begin to do that, you disengage from the tendrils that are right next to you. And as you're leaving them and entering into the heart of the beast that you saw Kethra go into just a second ago, you see, as you're running away, you sort of glance backward, and you see that mass of 6 tendrils all sort of, it doesn't look like they're going to leave the lungs, but instead you see the four of them begin to wrap around themselves, and their viney tendrilness sort of combining and weaving into arms and legs that look human-sized. They look like your size. And they form a creature that looks a lot like the tendrils that you just ran away from, but now it looks humanoid in shape. It is about 5.5 feet tall, and it is a medium-sized creature.
Important question. Does it look fast?
Well, what Gillian notes is that it does not seem like it wants to leave the lungs. It forms as she's leaving, but they seem to have stopped the chase. It looks a little bit like this.
Gillian, you should make fun of it from a distance and see if it follows you.
Running.
Okay, yeah, you can move your token. You can disengage and run away.
Just hear that thing splorching.
Yep. Every step.
Were the other little ones called lesser antibodies?
Or they were called minor antibodies.
All right. I mean, somewhere there's a greater antibody that's so big.
I get it. It's like fighting us because we're like foreign in the thing. I get it.
That's what. I feel like that's the joke.
The real villain is COVID, after all.
But Gillian, as you enter the heart, you lose sight of them around like a corner, and you don't know where those creatures went. Well, actually, you know what? I take that back because Styx is still flying in the air in this room.
I mean, he was last told to grab Gillian's
Art thing.
magic item thing,
Yes.
yeah, and follow, like
Book it? Okay.
yeah, fly to the ceiling to try to get out of their reach and just fly. He's got a 40-foot fly speed.
Okay.
Try to get out of there, assuming he can fly faster than they can, because just spending his action to disengage.
He can absolutely do that. Styx can disengage, and dragging the ball with him, he follows along with Gillian. And as Styx is flying away, he sees that the idol is still working. It's still drawing the attention of these tendrils. But when he turns a corner out of the lungs, he also loses sight of them, and unclear. I mean, they don't follow you into the heart, is what I'll say.
Never do.
Go in here.
Styx comes up to you like a dog with a ball, just very excitedly, just wagging his little butt, tail whapping around, like he's so excited that he had something to do and brought you this thing.
Gillian pats him on the head.
You can tell he's starved for affection and attention.
All right, yeah. Stomach folks.
No, we were. What was our name? Team Stomach Acid?
Team Stomach Acid?
I think so. We had t-shirts made.
The Stomach folks is what I'm calling you.
Enemies.
You are now clear of enemies. All the insectoid creatures that lived in the stomach are now just carapaces littering the ground.
Time for a short rest. We don't have time for that. I'm not feeling well.
I had to use my lay on hands on myself to make myself feel better. Would you like my last 5 points of lay on hands?
No, keep that to revive my dumb ass, because I'm probably gonna go down if I get hit again with anything that's moderately powerful.
Alright, I'll go through first.
I think we still have my spell on.
Mm-hmm. It lasts
How
for
many
an
hit
hour.
points you missing?
Me?
Yeah.
I am about 100. I'm at 1/3 capacity.
Okay. Heal.
Just
Hell yeah!
Heal.
Ah, it burns!
I fire a bunch of leeches at him.
Oh god, the holy leeches! Thank you.
to drain you of all your illnesses.
Yeah, it doesn't actually heal you. It just takes away everything else.
It makes you forget the pain.
Just drains the bag.
Kaylin, you briefly saw when you came in here that there was a passageway, a ventricle leading out of the stomach to the north. But there's also one leading out to the west that Scarlet is stepping through at the moment.
I'm gonna let Scarlet go first.
Okay.
Fine.
Scarlet, you step out into a series of like arteries that seem to break off in a number of directions. All the cardinal directions. There's a path to the north that goes through another very large man-sized artery. Below to the south, the quality of it changes to where you think it's more like an intestine going southward.
Whoops, I didn't mean to hit that.
And
Sorry.
to your
Are there
west,
any demons lying in this intestine?
That's right. To your west, you see a short path leading to a room just full of lumpy red flesh.
Oh. I have no idea which way to go.
Yeah, I've no clue.
That's why I was trying to I was wanting to read that. I didn't mean to actually put it up there. I was wanting to read it to see if they had anything that I could use to tell us which way to go.
Sense magic items.
You all, Kethra,
Yes.
you hear it before it hits you. A huge exhale of breath coming out of this beast comes flying down the tube that you were in and just hits you square in the back. Kethra, will you give me a strength saving throw, please? Kethra, you are carried forward 30 feet as the air in the tube that you're in it's like a wind tunnel. It catches you and just carries you forward.
She goes, wee.
That's right. And you slap into the ground at the end of this flying and take 4 bludgeoning damage.
Do we think the book is a creature?
You're pretty sure it's a book.
Books usually aren't creatures, but
From what's been described to you,
these are strange
literally,
circumstances.
It is
Unless
the
they got
wizard's
turned into a
spellbook.
giant worm that devours worlds.
Oh.
Clearly,
As
we should
that-
all split up again.
As that exhale breath comes out, Kethra, you hear what sounds like liquid pumping for a moment. And you hear it first, Kethra, but a moment later, Gillian, you are hit in the face with it as a rush of blood comes pumping into the heart that you are currently in and smashes into you like a wave of water. Will you give me a strength saving throw, please?
Flex so hard.
Killian, you just plant your feet and just that rush of blood comes pumping into the heart, washes over you don't move a muscle, and just goes down multiple ventricles, and the heart is dry again a moment later.
All right, I'm gonna turn back and look at everybody and just be like, which way? North, south, west?
Up.
Up it is.
Where would you put the spellbook in the giant monster?
I don't know.
Exactly.
The last place anyone would look. The
The
anus.
6th rib.
Victor.
There's a lot of places you wouldn't look, as it turns out.
All right, are we going up?
How many directions do we have?
Squishy room? 3.
Let's
North,
just start
south, and
cutting.
west.
There's 3 of us here.
Do
All right.
it. Do it.
We gotta find this book before this fucking monster wakes up. I don't know what to do.
I'm going north.
I've got at least 70 hit points. We can do this.
Hopefully you don't die.
As I am also hoping for. Which one looks the least dangerous, DM?
You're going south because recent west.
What? No, I was just looking.
Yeah, you're
Whatever
committed.
you.
You've chosen.
Just come with us.
Wait.
All right, I'll come with you. I get
This
scared
is-
as soon as you guys leave.
Wait, what is this? Looks like a lung passage.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Yes, let's
it's a-
call
it
it
looks-
a lung passage.
Sorry, passage.
Hmm.
It looks like a large artery to you. It's very large, kind of smooth walls.
Huh?
But definitely not a vessel.
I don't know what arteries look like.
That's okay. I don't know what they look like either.
It's filled with some kind of a gas.
It's been a while since I've cut inside my own body.
Spelunked in a human body.
What does this large aorta look like? Oh no!
Is there like a gas in there or something?
No, it's a
Laughing
pool.
gas.
Hmm.
There's like a few feet deep of blood here, but it's like a bluish blood certainly in this area, Scarlet.
I really don't want to step on this then.
We can walk on it. I've got my water walk.
Yeah, but you know there's shit that's about to pop out of there and kill us.
That's a good point.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll let some of my leeches enjoy the freshness of the blue.
All right, we're right behind you.
Tim, what you see is that it branches off here.
It does?
Continues on to the north.
It sure does.
And it continues on for the south for a few feet, but then whatever the vessel, the tunnel that you're in, descends downward into the liquid blood. You'd have to literally go underwater to go down into it.
Done. I go underwater.
Okay.
Jesus.
The last thing you just Tim. Yeah. Okay. Should we have tied a rope on him?
Probably.
Too late.
Anyone know his next of kin?
I don't know if he
Tim
had
too.
Tim, you dive under the water and you go down into the blood, and it goes for quite a ways. You don't breathe though, do you?
I don't.
Okay. So Tim, you're down there for like a solid minute when you realize, like, oh hey, if I had to breathe, this probably would be bad. As this
Come on, everybody!
Follow me before the DM says anymore.
This tunnel, you're completely underwater in blood. You can barely see in front of you, Tim, but you are just sort of feeling through this artery until you splash upward. Re-scroll to the right a little bit. You're in a new room.
Okay. Oh boy.
You break out of the blood in a new room, and that.
Did you find the book?
That's the name of my new album.
Sweet.
This chamber is 50 feet deep and 20 feet wide. Rancid-smelling pus oozes up from the floor. On the far end of this chamber,
Jackpot.
It's all mine. I called it first.
On the far end of this chamber, you can see a fold in the on the side wall leading to another area of this chamber. You're actually in that small fold right now. That's where I didn't expect anybody to go in the underwater tunnel. So you're currently in the back end of this room. Tim, you look around the little area you were in, and yeah, there's rancid pus all over the place. There's pinkish flesh on various places, and it looks to you like there's a purplish fungus growing on everything.
Oh.
Gotta
Tim,
get that checked out.
You see in the corner a skeleton of some humanoid being. The skeleton is covered in a purple fungus, and gripped in its hands is what is a wooden staff.
Damn.
With a bulbous growth on the end. Staff looks like it might be magical.
Hello, my friend. How long have you been down here?
Skeleton does not answer you.
Might you direct me to the book that, well, the book we're looking for?
The skeleton does not answer you.
The Book of Mormon.
It's like an adventure game where he just keeps trying to interact with the thing. The skeleton does not answer.
Key on the skeleton. The skeleton does not react.
Talk with the skeleton.
Skeleton falls apart.
That's a mighty fine staff he got. Let me inspect the fungus first before I take it.
The fungus is growing on this skeleton, and it's kind of slightly spread onto the staff itself too. Like you'd have to break the fungus to get the staff out of its hands.
Mm-hmm.
But as the fungus, it seems to be attached to the whole room. Like it's sort of like spreading in like lines and rivulets everywhere. And in certain
cancer.
In certain sections of the room, it is like there's like whole like lumps of it, big purple lumps of this fungus. but not over in the side of the room that you're on currently.
Okay. Would you mind if I took your staff, good sir?
Skeleton
All right.
does not answer you.
I'm going to take your staff now. I take the staff.
Okay. While Tim is taking the staff, go back up to the top here. Kethra, you pick yourself up off the ground in this tube. What do you do?
So she approaches the T intersection.
Okay. The tube, yeah, there is a T intersection up here at this juncture. You're out of the ribbed tube that you were in earlier. Now it's like a slightly larger, smoother tube that leads to the east. To the west, it opens into a large-ish room that you can't quite make out.
Realizing there's not much time, time's ticking. She draws a big arrow pointing to the right and then takes off to the left.
Okay. Trying to split the party further. Kethra.
Oh,
Natural light shines through a series of densely packed, curved, white and yellow columns ahead of you. The fleshy pink floor undulates slightly. Then it hits you. You're in the creature's mouth. Behind you, the gaping portal of the creature's esophagus descends further into its anatomy, which is where you just came from.
you mean down this way?
Yes. No, I'm sorry. Where you just came from. The tube you were just in is the esophagus that leads farther into its anatomy.
Oh, okay. I thought it was in the airway.
Kethra? Wait, is esophagus not the airway? I thought that's what the esophagus
Trachea.
was.
Trachea.
Yeah, esophagus is how you swallow food, and then trachea goes to the lungs.
Well, then what you were in was the trachea. The esophagus was the other thing.
All right, look at this. Putting down the knowledge here.
Yeah. This is where doctors come in handy. Correct me in my monster anatomy. Kethra, as you walk past a smaller tube that's barely 4 feet wide, if that, you see movement at the end of this tunnel heading south from where you're currently at.
I do see something down there.
A humanoid figure shuffles away. A moment later, Kethra, you hear a sound coming from down that hallway. Oh.
Uh-oh.
We have guests.
Oh shoot, they already saw me? Okay. Well, I still pop my ring and turn invisible.
Okay. All right. It's been so long since we've had guests. Please join us.
Sounds nice.
He did say please.
When I
He
look
obviously has
down,
very good manners.
so I'm invisible right now. I pop my ring. When I look down at my feet, am I making indentions in the tissue?
The very slightest of indentions where you're currently at. The flesh is relatively firm here.
I'd like to step a little bit closer.
Okay.
And try not to make much footprints.
Yeah. Do light steps. Try not to do too much.
Do I get advantage or anything for being invisible? Or just a regular?
Yeah, you can have advantage for being invisible. Yes.
Does he really need the advantage?
Do you need the advantage?
No,
is the question.
I don't.
Let him have his fun.
That's right.
So I'll get a little closer, maybe to here.
You see the faintest outline of a humanoid figure just sort of shuffling about in the room. And
one more
you
step.
You hear the voice again say, Jeremiah, do we have any food to offer the guest? At this point, Kethra, you hear moaning sounds coming from that room. Oh, I suppose not.
Can I tell what this is?
This chamber has a crude triangular shape, with the two shorter walls being 35 feet long and the long wall around 50. An eclectic mix of garbage, half-chewed creatures, and even treasure litters the fleshy floors of this organ. Kethra, as you make it to that point, you can see two of the figures that are just sort of currently shambling about. They seem to be looking at something that you can't see right now, and they're very clearly zombies. They are humanoid, dead people with, like, missing parts of their bodies, decomposed, but they're just sort of shambling around at the moment.
You said there's, like, something here?
It's just debris. You see, like, a ladder. You see, like a barrel, a broken barrel. It just seems to be, like, just stuff in this little room.
It's like a storage closet.
Debris, yeah.
No book, though, it doesn't look like.
Nope. Not that you can see.
Yeah. I can see 2.5 zombies, actually, from my view.
You can, and what you see from that half a zombie you see is it's a figure that's seated, and it has very decomposed but very nice boots on. They're sort of like they're a very fine looking leather with like jewels inlaid at the tops of the boots, but they look very much like decomposed, like they've been in here a long time.
The boots?
The boots, yep.
You're trying to tempt me, huh?
I'm just telling you what you see.
I will take one more square forward.
Okay. You see the entirety of the room now. You see that there are 5 zombies in here shuffling around. And at the back of this room, there is what was clearly once an ornate chair, now sort of broken and cracked at various places, pushed up against the back wall of this room. And sitting on it is another zombie. This one, no hair, missing chunks of his forehead, missing chunks of the side of his mouth, but he is dressed like a royal. He has a large fur coat on that's clearly seen better days, covered in liquids and decomposing, but he is dressed like some sort of lord. And this is the one you see speak again. He's calling out still because he doesn't know you're standing right there right now, Kethra. Hello? Are you still there?
We haven't...
Zachariah, I fear our one opportunity at socialization may have passed us by.
I don't think I do very well talking to zombies. And we don't have any zombies in our campaign, huh? This is the first time we've seen them.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen zombies.
But probably not the
before.
first time you've seen zombies, like in your life. You've never seen zombies before.
Usually don't talk.
True.
Usually pretty new.
All right. Well, I will speak while I'm visible. In my best zombie impression.
In room.
Right.
Hello. Who's there speaking? I'm a terrible zombie, apparently.
You try. Your zombie impression is you just sort of moaning a little bit as you talk, Kethra.
I sound like a ghost, actually. Hello.
Right.
Who's there?
Not all dead things, Kethra.
Yep. And at this, the royal-looking zombie stands up out of his throne, and it's very creaky and, like a zombie movements. And he straightens himself and straightens the coat that he's wearing. I am Lord Lucius Lockridge at your service. And he attempts to bow, but you hear like a loud crack when he gets halfway down. And his body sort of breaks sideways, and he puts himself back up. It is very nice to have company.
How did you get in here?
He looks, Kethra, a bit like this. Followed. Oh, how long ago was it, Jonathan? And he looks at one of the other zombies and motions to him. And the zombie, Kethra, you're saying that these zombies aren't even really responding to this guy. They look at him when he talks to him, but they're not talking back to him. But he's acting as if they are. It's been perhaps hundreds of years we've lived here. Swallowed up by this great beast. We can't get out, see, if we leave, try to leave out the front. He points back up to where you were. He just swallows us back up. We stopped trying that ages ago. And southward, oh, that's very perilous. We lost dear Abraham down there.
I'm sure he was a nice guy.
While you are talking to these zombies, Kethra, Gillian, you having survived or fought off the flow of blood, what do you do? You're currently looking at you're in a heart that has a number of exits and entrances.
This way.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, you come to another fork of
no.
tubes, Gillian, and what you see carved on the ground is an arrow pointing northward that Kethra carved before she left.
Ooh, it seems like a trap. I'm gonna go east. Just kidding.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm going north.
All right, Gillian, you can keep walking. You walk for you walk for a little while, and you start to hear a conversation. You get to this T intersection up here, and directly to your west, coming from this little side tunnel right here, you hear voices talking to each other.
Don't forget the arrow pointing right.
And you hear voices coming from your left, but you see the arrow that Kethra carved pointing right.
I'm going left. The voices are too enticing. Oh, hey, look. Hey, guys, what's up?
Hold on. I'm invisible.
Oh. Then I just keep walking.
Okay.
Oh no, zombies.
Can I tell she's approaching?
Kethra, yeah, you hear her coming down this narrow hallway that you're in currently.
Can I look back and just step backwards like that before she bumps into me?
Sure. You can get out of her way as she walks forward.
What's this? Some fish is here.
More company! Oh, lovely! And he claps his hands, and it sounds like bone hitting bone. Lord Lucius Lockridge at your service. Gillian, as you step into the room, one of the zombies nearby you looks at you and begins like putting its arms up and moaning and begins approaching you. But as it gets like a step towards you, you hear a clap from the back of the room. No, Lucian. We says company. Eat your food. And the zombie at that point just turns and grabs a handful of the wall in its hand and just pulls it out and starts eating it. And then stops paying you any mind at all, Gillian, and wanders back into the room. I apologize for their behavior. They haven't seen a living creature in quite some time.
No worries. You know how zombies are.
I think I passed this creature earlier when I died and became a ghost.
Oh, fascinating.
Yes, I'm as real as you are.
Quite real.
Have you, by chance, seen any books around here? I've always wanted to just read when I was alive.
Books. Are you speaking of the floating book in the nether regions?
If that's the only book you know of, then yes.
That is the only book I am aware of in this place. I haven't had a chance to read it myself. The place is terribly dangerous. We lost our dear Annalisa into the room with the book, didn't we, my brothers? And the zombies all just sort of moan.
Well, as a ghost and a fish person, I think we can handle it. I might have an idea to get you out of here if you could lead us to that room.
Is free of this beast? Truly?
Yes, as true as you are alive.
Confused. I am very much not alive. You haven't been able to tell.
Yet you speak like the living.
Yes, I suppose I do. Don't have much of an explanation for that myself.
It's not the outside.
Say again?
It's not the outside of us that determines if we're living, but what's inside of us.
It's ghosts.
Sorry, what? You kind of cut in and out.
Oh, he says, wise words, sweet ghost.
I told you I like to read when I'm alive.
And you, my dear lady, you would aid us in escaping this beast as well.
See?
Are you here for the book as well, or were you swallowed up in some unaffiliated instance?
I am also here for the book.
I suppose. Adventurers are our best bet, are they not, my brothers? And the zombies all sort of moan at him at that. And, if you would allow us to accompany you and to go unharmed, the last living creatures that came through here wanted to kill us, you see, on account of our condition.
No worries, that is not like us at all.
Just so y'all know, Scarlet will want to kill them if she sees them.
I think Tim can also turn undead. All the holy people, thankfully, were not in the party that found the zombies.
If you can protect us from this creature's defensive mechanisms on our way down, we will happily lead you to the room. We will not go in, I fear. It is certain death. But if you, with your strength, have a way of retrieving it, I will leave that to you.
What am I attuned to? Sorry. The ring, the armor. What was the third thing? I gave up the rust blade, right?
That little fly thing.
Oh shoot, that little thing. Damn it, that thing's useless now.
But yeah, the Fey Fly, yes.
Yeah. Gillian, do you have any paralysis spells?
Do I?
Oh, I know. You have lightning, though, right?
I'm not very helpful. I don't have lightning. I have thunder wave.
Okay.
Because what are we paralyzing? We're paralyzing the zombies.
The pathway. The pathway.
The
zombies say they keep getting swallowed back. So if we paralyze the pathway, then they can pass through.
Is the thing that we're inside of right now? I forgot what it was called. Is this a humanoid?
The World Ender?
Thing? The World Ender.
It is not a humanoid at all.
Is it a little bit? I mean, it has organs, so it's a little bit humanoid, right?
It's got organs. Like, so in fact, I because this is part of this map, I looked up what a crop is. You're inside of a crop right now, which is something that birds have. So its anatomy is not, 100% humanoid, but it has organs like a biological creature.
I didn't mean to click that. Yeah, I don't know. Can we just start walking and just anytime they try to get swallowed by the tissue, just like stab the tissue?
Yeah.
Cause I got nothing more useful.
No, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna just stab. Mm-hmm. I was gonna also stab the tissue and kind of disable it.
While you guys are thinking about that, Scarlet and Kaylin, about a minute and a half to 2 minutes ago, Tim dove into the water. And he hasn't come up since. But yeah, the blood. But yeah. What are you guys doing?
He's fine, right? He's gonna be fine.
Not going up.
I'm not going in there.
Or not. Who cares? Let's go.
Scarlet will take like a very fine pointed like writing utensil and carve on the thing. We went to the left. Sorry we didn't come and jump in after you. It was too gross. Torm says hello.
Okay.
And then she'll draw a little arrow and she'll put Scarlet in all pretty letters and things like that and put her pen away and just go this way.
Okay. Oh yeah, you can go ahead, Scarlet. And Kaylin.
Come on, Kaylin.
Yeah, at some point I would try to like contact Styx. I don't know if I'm still in distance of that, just to try to figure out where the other team is.
I don't know how that works exactly, still, but
I think if it's within 100 feet of me, I can communicate with it telepathically.
I think it might just be out of that range.
How this thing
works.
Okay. I try that and I say, either cannot send Styx. They are further away.
The last time you sent Styx, Kaylin, was when he was headed north with Gillian through the trachea.
And hopefully they're still alive.
If not, you can just summon him again. That's fine. Let's go.
Yeah.
Does it look like we're about to enter the lungs type area?
No, Scarlet, as you head north, you see the beating flesh without any blood that the rhythmic pounding of it you recognize as a heart.
We're going the wrong way, but I don't know. What do you think?
I think we just throw fireballs at this heart and see what happens. Give it a little heartburn, if you will.
That is not very neighborly of you. That's not what we're here.
Book is clearly not here.
Do we keep going or turn around?
This is a goddamn.
Do we see
beast.
like the arrow or anything?
Not yet. As you two get about that far, the choice begins to be made for you as you feel another. You could hear it the last time, but this time you hear it much louder as a rush of liquid coming into the heart. And as you get into this middle of the heart, a wave of blood splashes through it as it pumps. And I'm going to need you to both give me strength saving throws.
Wow.
16.
16 get you.
Concussion.
Kaylin, you're just able to like grab onto a sidewall or something. Like you're able to just grab onto a tendon and just hold on for dear life in this thing. And you glance over and see Scarlet getting washed away by blood. Scarlet,
Right.
will you roll?
That feels right.
Will you roll me a D10, please? Scarlet, the blood rushes and blows you southward. And you go like rolling head over heels in this torrent of blood that goes rushing through arteries throughout this beast, and you lose track of yourself for a bit. And you are dumped out into a room of bulbous red flesh.
Great.
And Kaylin, you find yourself by yourself.
God damn it. Well, Team Stomach Acid is completely split up now.
Although, you could go back a little bit and decide, do you want to let go when you see Scarlet getting washed away?
She looked like she was getting washed away quite violently, but I would like to try to follow like where she ended up.
I mean, there were a lot of branching paths. You could have ended up in the giant pit of blood that Tim went in.
Right, that's you. Yeah, you were, as you might have noticed from the rolls, making a roll of D10. You saw that the blood was rushing about in his heart, and it
Just
was flowing
happened to
out
go
multiple
one way.
places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Can I?
Tim, or we'll come back to you in a second, Scarlet. Tim,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
as you pull the staff from the skeleton, you hold it in your hands, and it does seem to be magical of some sort. It looks like it used to be a magical staff, but now it seems to be ingrown with like parts of the like flesh of the inside of this beast, making it perhaps magical in different ways. But as you grab it, Tim, the blue fungus that you disrupted from the that was clinging onto it from the skeleton breaks, and suddenly all of the purple fungus in the room begins kind of vibrating. And then from the west side of this room, a huge, like toadstool of this fungus pops out of the ground and waves in front of you. And you see in the air all around you, Tim, just purple spores spreading all throughout the room. And I'm going to need you to give me a charisma saving throw, please.
Oh no. Oh wait.
Just mess
I'm a
up.
cleric. Oh no. Inspiration.
That is also not going to save you here, Tim.
Curse our high levels.
Tim, you don't have anything that keeps you from being charmed, do you?
I don't think so.
All All right, Tim, you look at that swaying purple fungus and all the fungus in the air, and Tim, you just think it's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life. You think it's gorgeous. It's all like purple and shimmery, and you are charmed by it. And as you stand there, charmed by it, convinced it can't hurt you, and it won't hurt you, Tim, it puffs. It puffs a cloud of purple gas in your face, Tim. And
that's the Ohio fungus. It's like, oh no.
Ohio fungus. Not the Ohio fungus.
That's the worst kind.
Those damn Buckeyes.
Tim, you automatically failed the save because you are currently charmed by the Ophio's hypnotic secretions.
Okay.
You take 14 damage, and you... Well, actually, you know what, Tim? Do you have anything that keeps you from being diseased?
Scarlet, this is your time to shine.
I don't think I can be diseased.
Remember, he's not a real boy.
I'm immune to disease.
Are you immune to diseases? All right. Okay. Well, then, Tim, you take 14 poison damage as the Ophio spores coat your like wooden outer the exoskeleton, and so it's sort of like just melts into you a little bit, hurting you. But you suspect, Tim, that those spores would have burrowed under your skin and implanted a terrible disease in your body.
Oh no!
Were you not a construct of some sort?
No way. That thing can't hurt him.
Do you have to breathe in the spores though?
No.
Read the last sentence.
They burrow into your skin.
I didn't read that far.
So you, in fact, do not become infected with Ophiospores.
Oof. Okay.
I believe it's pronounced Ohio spores.
Those deadly Ohio spores.
Hold your breath while you're driving through.
That's right. Don't breathe. But Tim, so now you're currently in the room. This thing is still waving in front of you. What do you want to do?
That's all I've done is take damage so far.
You've taken the staff, and you've taken damage, and that's all that's happened to you so far. Currently, you cannot attack these spores, because you are charmed by them at the moment. They don't, even though they've just damaged you, they don't seem harmful in the slightest to you. They seem kind of cool.
All right, I'll wave back at the spore creature and continue on further into the room.
All right. Tim, as you make it about that far, another of those purple funguses pops out of the side wall and does the exact same thing.
Do I need to roll a save?
Nope, you are still charmed, so you still auto-fail the save. So instead, to you, it looks like another very pretty purple fungus has just launched out of the side wall and blown purple gas in your face. And you take 24 poison damage. But you are not infected with Ophiospore.
Excellent. I don't know why I keep getting hurt here.
Indigestion.
Love hurts.
Yeah. Indigestion.
But Tim, if you're walking out of the room, it's basically like as you're walking by these funguses that you're getting sprayed in the face. So if you're just walking out of the room, you essentially can just walk past them and leave this room at this point.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay.
Into the gonads.
Into the gonads. Go a little bit farther, Tim. You see you're in like another tube. Tim, you reach a pretty small spherical room that seems to just have a bunch of like tunnelways branching off of it. You see one to your north heading northward. You see one that you just came from. And then you see 2 to the south, one heading southward and one heading west.
What about the one in the north?
It's just you can't see where that one goes. It just sort of the tunnel continues to the north.
Oh boy.
While you decide.
Okay.
Should have brought those damn werebears. They could have been exploring all these stupid tubes.
Catherine
Yeah,
Gillian.
like asexually
Go.
reproduce every path we come across.
That's
Mhm.
right. I need you to go that way. I'm gonna go this way. Catherine Gillian.
So where are we? Have we convinced them to go?
Yes, they are absolutely willing to go with you in exchange for letting them go, getting them out of this thing and letting them go. Because they said earlier that they or the Lord Lucius told you that the last living things that got swallowed by the World Ender tried to kill them. They weren't willing to work with them.
All right. Line up single file and let's get going. We'll protect you.
Yes, yes. In line, people, in line. And Lord Lucius begins following you two, and his zombies just sort of follow his instructions, just follow in line behind him.
I want to see what position he's in.
He's in the front. He's in the very front of all of his like zombie followers. He seems to be like leading them.
Kethler whispers to Gillian, "What? We save the Lord. He knows where the book is."
And die?
What?
You said save the Lord?
Yeah, that's Lord Lucius. Lord
Uh-huh.
Lucius.
But
No
what
matter
do you
what.
mean?
Oh,
And
sorry.
let
We
the
make
rest
sure
of
he
them
gets.
die?
No.
They're still respectable.
We'll try,
Technically.
but no matter what, he has to make it. That's the plan. I'm communicating, all right? I don't do it often, but I'm communicating right now.
I'm not good at this, but
This is
try.
character growth for Catherine.
That's right.
Communicating my
Communicating
plans
the
ahead
plan.
of time.
All right, I say you take the front of the line next to the head guy, the Lord Lucius guy.
This
and
guy,
I'll-
like this line?
Yeah, it's like a mambo, or what do you
That's
call
right,
it?
it
But
is.
what do you call the thing? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Conga line. Conga line.
Congo. I'll take
The
I'll
bunch
take
of
the
zombies.
back. And
All right.
Okay.
all right, conga line, zombie.
Yep.
Oh, you're taking the back. Okay.
I'm taking the back. So because then I feel like the ones in the middle kind of just might not end up making it, because I think if they're just trying to, if the tissue is just swallowing them up the whole time. But I'm gonna try to protect the ones in the back.
All right. Don't look too closely, but follow the blood spurt.
Okay.
And so, I guess this is the entrance right here.
It is. Yeah.
So, I'm just gonna start stabbing.
Well, Lord Lucius tells you, goes, we have no trouble exiting out of our own room. The trouble is heading southward on one path. He breathes and it knocks us back out again. And the other, he has a tendency to swallow, and anything in there goes right into the stomach. Have you been in his stomach? It's terrible. Those creatures devour anything.
Oh, I think I knew some people that went there.
We don't want to go in the stomach. It's the worst place in this entire place.
Damn it. I knew it.
That is good to know. Okay, well, follow my voice and tell me when we get to the danger zone.
All right, they follow you, Kethra.
All right, so we'll just go forward.
Yep.
Ooh, can Styx see invisible people? I see him right there.
No, he followed Gillian and kind of been watching from afar.
Oh, okay, so he knows what we're doing. I
At least
just
listening to the conversation, maybe.
Yeah,
I just see his token right here. So
yeah,
He doesn't see a random troop of zombies coming out of the room
right.
right.
and think they're invading zombies.
You know what? We'll say that whenever he saw Gillian go in the room and saw talking to everybody, he probably popped his own invisibility just for safe measure. Avoid any unnecessary questions.
Yeah. When you get about there, Kethra, he points down this tunnel right here, the one that you came up, Kethra, and you and Gillian. That's just the best way, the safest way down. It doesn't lead to the stomach. But the creature breathes, you see, in and out, and it's very difficult to get all the way down.
Okay, we will time it just right. Okay, so is there any air moving right now?
Not right now. Do you want to wait for some air movement to happen?
Yeah, let's wait. Everybody, back up.
Okay, they back up.
I'm gonna stand at the very intersection here,
Okay.
and just wait for. It's like a Mario game now.
Yeah.
Wait for the exhale.
Okay. What you get first,
And
Kethra, because an exhale is what you just felt a couple minutes ago
Mhm.
that pushed you up.
Right.
So what you get next, after waiting like a solid 45 seconds to about a minute, you feel and you can see through those white and yellow pillars to your west, just air getting pulled in over the tongue and past you, Kethra. And it's almost hard for even where you're sort of braced yourself. It's hard for you to hold on as the air just pulls everything in. But you're waiting for the exhale then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you wait and you hold everybody. You got your hand up or whatever. You're invisible, so you can't really do that. You wait a solid 3 minutes.
Oh,
And
wow.
after about 3 minutes, you hear that huge exhale of breath come flashing down the esophagus or trachea, and it blows past you.
Can I assume? Have I observed enough that I have 3 minutes now before it inhales again?
Just about, yeah. Whatever this thing's metabolism is, or breathing rate is extremely slow.
Now's the time. Follow the blood spurts, and she's gonna start stabbing the wall as she just carving the wall, you know. And we're all
Alright.
just gonna. How fast are these zombies?
Not very. They're shambling like zombies,
I stay
like a zombie would.
about 10 feet in front of them, and let's say I keep track of time. I'm good at counting.
Okay. Internal clock.
Yep. So you do it. You just pull us forward, and
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
you let us know when we go, which way we go.
Okay. Everybody in a line. You guys got a big entourage of creatures now. Yeah.
Cha, 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 cha.
Gilly to the back. You all go down the esophagus, and you don't make it to the end of the esophagus before he trachea. Yes. I actually never knew. I was wrong my entire life. I thought esophagus is what you breathe through. So, yeah. You're just about to the end of it when you feel the inhale come, Kethra, and you and Gillian can both make a strength saving throw as you feel that air just come rushing down the trachea. Zombies, though, you look back at them and they're their shambly feet barely look steady as it is.
Hang on to those zombies.
All right, you're both good, but Kethra, you being in the front, you feel the zombies are just getting pushed.
Yeah.
Do you want to get out of the way, or do you want to hold them, or what do you want to do here?
For some reason, well, I don't know why I have pittons in my bag, but let me just use my weapons. I'll just use my rapier and dagger and just kind of stab it into the sides to give me a little extra.
You're just holding the line for the zombies?
Yeah.
Okay. They bash into the back of you for a couple seconds, Kethra. And as they do, boy, that's more than when you just got blown yourself. As the zombies bash into your back, you hold just fine, but the zombies smack into your back and you take 7 bludgeoning damage. But at the end of it, all the zombies, you look back and all the zombies are still standing, even though they're all like shoved up against you.
Does my invisibility break?
No, you haven't done.
They just all hit this invisible wall when they show up.
Yeah, they all. Yeah, that's right. Real weird looking.
Okay. Yeah, I guess technically I'm not attacking. All right.
All right, you guys continue on
okay?
southward.
Yes, we are all right. We should not spend too much time in here, though.
Keep telling us how to get to the nether regions. What? You're muted. What?
The voice I'm doing doesn't actually, like, Discord doesn't like it. It's like, I can see it's not picking it up.
Yeah.
Southward through the heart. But quickly, the heart will beat ever so often.
I don't know. Just pull us that way.
Okay, I will. You guys continue on southward. Meanwhile, Kaylin, you just got done holding on as blood washed past you, and you now find yourself completely alone inside of the heart. What do you want to do?
So they're still not. Are they that close, or is it still? Because you mentioned they had to wait several minutes.
Yeah, this is like stepping back in time a little bit. Like while that was happening, now we're at you. You don't even have the contact with Styx yet.
Okay. If that's the case, I would probably go after wherever Scarlet went.
Saw her get rushed to the south, back the way you came, basically.
Okay, I'll rush back the way I came. Frantically try to look for any sign of her or Tim, I guess, at this point. Although if I see hit that water wall and I don't see her there, I would probably think to check the way we came in, I guess.
Okay,
Versus
yeah,
having
you
to
hit
go
that.
in the
You hit that.
flood.
Say it again.
Versus having to go under the water.
Right. Yeah, you hit that T section where Tim went under the water. You don't see her there. And yeah, you can continue on to the west where you came from.
Yep.
Yep. And as you turn around the corner, we come to you, Scarlet.
Hi, Kaylin. I found a squishy.
Scarlet.
That's good.
As you get flung into this room of bulbous red flesh, Scarlet, you get thrown face first and just land on it, and the whole room sort of like vibrates with this like almost gelatin texture. And the instant you hit the flesh of this room, you see nothing in this room at all. It's just a small room full of, which I actually have a description somewhere, don't I?
I don't know, do you?
I probably do. This bloody chamber is 40 feet by 25 feet. It appears the only exit is the one you came in through. The moment you step inside, globs of red viscera begin falling from the sides and forming together into horrific shapes.
Great.
Oh, you made some friends.
That's right. Scarlet and Kaylin, you can both see as Kaylin, you kind of you're seeing this happen as you run down the hallway.
Yeah.
I've watched Kaylin turn tail and run.
That's right.
Never found her.
Scarlet, you see two of the humanoid, which you haven't actually seen them yet before, but you see two viscera composed humanoid shapes. And then in the middle of this room, seeming to form out of the very room itself and up into a massive blob that looks like just a bulbous, like, squid or, like, tentacled octopus or something, is a larger creature that looks a bit like that.
Found the biggest antibody
vault.
Gross.
And Scarlet and Kaylin, I'm gonna need you guys to give me initiative rolls. As Scarlet begins to be attacked.
Oh, we're on this shit though.
Wow, you guys are ready. Like,
We're ready for it.
yeah.
We
all
assume
right.
that everything in this monster is trying to kill us.
That's right.
It's a safe bet
Um,
after the stomach.
That's right.
It's like you're
Alright.
also an antibody.
That's right.
That's the fucking action hero line. The real antibody's here, asshole.
Kaylin, you are first.
Alright, well these things look like they're made out of flesh, and flesh burns. So we're gonna load another cartridge of flame into the Hellfire crossbow, however it operates, and fire another flamethrower blast right across the line in front of me.
Okay, so you hit the big one in the back and the humanoid-looking one right in front of you.
Yeah, to whatever that shape is. The line.
Okay.
Or sharpshooter. God, I rolled great. I think. Or is that average? That might be close to average.
Yeah, that's one over average, I think. All right, 16 fire damage. The one in the front.
How dexterous are these fleshy things?
Hey.
Does Chris keep cutting in and out for anyone else?
Yeah,
Is my voice not picking up all the time?
not so much.
Huh. My mic. Closer. And the other one,
Excellent.
they are not dexterous at all.
Mm.
You nail the first one, or you nail both of them for the full 16.
Okay, and then as a bonus action, I will put my Slayer's Prey on the big one, and then I will subtly take a few steps back. Right behind you, Scarlet.
Uh-huh.
All right, Scarlet, you are currently on the ground, prone, so you're going to have to pick yourself up before you do anything else.
Alright. I will stand up. Alright, well I can't move anyway, so we're just gonna flame strike the big guy.
Okay.
Whoops, ignore that top 16. It's only the bottom two.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw. Which you've already learned they're not great at.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Putting weaknesses.
Yep.
And I believe it's the
Alright.
big guy and the small one.
Oh, is it an area?
Uh-huh. It's each creature in a 10-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, centered on a point that I can see.
You can
So
totally hit
it's-
both of them with that.
Yep.
It's cleanse.
That's right.
They'll both take 27 Points of
27.
fire
All
damage.
right.
fire and radiant. She brings down the Wrath of Torm.
That's right. Yeah, you look like you burned both of them.
How are they looking after that?
The big one looks absolutely like you've done some damage to it, but it's a big
fine.
like.
It's
He's
a
a big
major
guy.
antibody.
Yeah. What about the little one?
The little one's taking a good amount of damage. You've like burned off a couple of the tendrils that are coming out of its body.
Okay.
At the end.
Yeah, that's got to be it for me because I cast a spell and I can't do another one for
Okay.
a bonus action. So
The big one is going to go first. The major antibody is going to shuffle its way towards you, Scarlet. It's going to make 3 tendril attacks.
Okay.
Tank go.
Nope. That one does.
What kind of number is that?
Okay.
19 bludgeoning. And you are currently grappled as tendrils wrap around your body. And one final one.
Nope. Oh, critically failed.
Wow. All right. Let's see what happens to the critically
Drop your
failing
flesh
creature.
tendrils, sir. Embarrass yourself. Antibody. Just first day on the job.
Scarlet, you get a D6 inspiration die that you can use this encounter.
Wow.
Sweet.
the antibody just does a little dance for you on that last one.
Like, aloha.
That's right.
It's kind of scary though that its attack is a 16 and that's a critical fail.
That's true.
That's
I'll
yes.
put that out there.
And then
Okay.
the 2 human-sized ones each get their own tendril attack.
Misty basically has to roll like a 4 or less.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
One's doing 17,
She's done twice already.
Okay.
and the other one is doing 18.
Okay.
That is their turn. Back up to Kalen.
Oh boy. I would love to throw fireballs in there, but you're not immune to fire, are you, Scarlet?
No, but I can take it.
No.
Yeah, I can take it a little bit.
Terrible. I mean, they're not vulnerable to fire, right? It's not doing extra damage.
It doesn't look like it was doing extra damage.
All right.
Yeah.
I can probably just do honestly more damage with my. Maybe a. Okay. What about lightning? Are you resistant to lightning?
I can take it.
It says each creature. I'm not concentrating anything, am I? I don't think. Alright, so as a bonus action, I will charge a bolt with lightning magic. For the next time I attack, it will deal lightning damage, whether I hit or miss, apparently. And I will do that on the Subtle Cricket. That thing's ability. There's only 2 of us here, so I gotta start unloading all of our things.
It's fair.
Alright, so this is the attack, and Slayer's Prey is on that thing.
Yep.
I'm gonna turn Sharpshooter off. Make sure to hit. How many parameters? Okay.
There's a lot of things going on with this
There's a lot of things. I think I clicked that. Oh, okay, I shouldn't have turned it off. That was a good hit.
That was a good hit. That does hit.
Okay.
For sure. Galen, what you note as you fire that bolt is that this thing is a balloon of flesh.
Probably didn't have very good armor.
It
Yeah.
was like hitting the
I
side of
didn't
the
want to
bar
miss
a
this
little
thing,
bit.
but yeah, I probably didn't need to turn that off. Okay. So first, let's get. Okay, wait. So the lightning arrow. Sorry, I'm going to read this.
So the target takes 48 lightning damage on a hit.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So
And then each creature within 10 feet takes 2d8 lightning damage.
Yes.
So
they get
if
to,
we
get to
don't
make
make
a
our
dex
dex save.
They do get to make it. Yeah, everybody within 10 feet gets to make a dex save and take additional. All right, so let's do 48 for the main target. 20 lightning damage to the big guy, and Slayer's Prey. It's still technically a weapon attack, right?
Yeah.
Does what?
1d.
Extra 1d6?
Another 6 damage. So
All
26 total on the big guy. And why don't we throw a little subtle cricket energy on there?
Okay.
And we're gonna spend 2 charges On a hit, for each charge you spend, the target takes an additional 1d12 force damage and is pushed 5 feet away from you. That's 2d12?
That's right.
Oh, it's garbage.
That was lame.
Another 6 damage, and I guess it's pushed 10 feet away from Scarlet.
He is 1, 5, 10, which coincidentally ungrapples Scarlet. Scarlet was currently wrapped
Nice.
in its tendrils, and as it gets shot away with the force of this blast, its tendrils come off of you, Scarlet.
Yeah.
And then I believe you have to make a save.
But
to
now
not
lightning
fall
goes
prone.
everywhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the lightning does go everywhere. Yes. So everybody takes 2d10. Is that how it works?
Everybody gets to
You
make
have a deck save.
everybody gets to make a deck save, and if they fail, well, it's a half. It's a success for half. 2d8 lightning damage. Which I don't know if I should roll 1 2d8 or roll it for each target. I think we usually roll for each target.
Or yeah.
We've done both,
Yeah.
honestly.
Sorry, Scarlet.
So what is your DC?
Like,
Um,
oh, I already know I failed, so.
18, I think.
Okay.
So whatever the
So-
smallest roll he
Or-
does, that's mine.
Dude, lightning is probably a
Let's
ranger
get-
thing. It's
let's
probably
go
a
top to bottom.
16. I think it's a 16.
Okay. Well, then one of them made it.
My ranger DC is not as good.
All right, give me 3 damages.
Okay. Who is to what?
The top one is first. He takes full damage. Then Scarlet takes full, so he takes 10. Now Scarlet. Scarlet takes 9.
Okay.
And the last guy takes 6. All right.
So that was the bonus action was the spell, and then I attacked as my action. Now I believe I just get a regular extra attack without
Right, as part
without
of
the
your
lightning
attack, yeah.
part. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna keep aiming at the big guy. Actually, no. I'm gonna aim at one of the small guys because they're probably more fucked up. I will turn
Okay.
sharpshooter back on. Sorry, I know this is taking a while. I'm unloading all the things.
All the things. Do it
This
all.
time we'll do it with the Hellfire crossbow.
Yeah. 16. That does hit. These things are also. You see them just. They don't seem interested in dodging or blocking of any sort. They're just staying in there.
27.
27.
I guess those are the nearest small guy.
Okay. All right, Kaylin, when you hit him with your bolt, you hit him like square in the middle with your bolt, and it goes right through the creature. What you see is the creature like breaks apart.
Did you make more of these fucking things?
But as it breaks apart,
Oh,
you
Jesus.
see 2 of the smaller ones come from like the piles of on either side of where that one was. And it is your turn, Scarlet.
She's just gonna yell back, "Not helping!"
Big ones turn into the smaller
All right.
ones.
Proof God smite. Alright. I mean, is it worth it to just take the couple attacks of opportunity and get out of this room? Bottleneck them so that way it's not like 5-on-1.
That's not a bad idea because you can create like a choke point here.
Yeah,
It's not a bad idea.
that's what I'm gonna do. I'll take the attacks of opportunity.
You could also disengage,
Okay.
but be able to attack.
I don't have disengage.
But you can take the
No, you can use
disengage
it.
action, but it's your action to
Oh.
do it.
No, I mean I've still got a bunch of hit points. I'm sitting at 100, so
You'd only take the if
Cool,
you end up
Hundo.
here, you'd only take 1.
no, I'm gonna take yeah. But that still lets 2 of them come and hit me.
Oh, yeah, I see.
I was hoping to limit it down to 1 because I figured if I got here, this wall would block this one, whatever it was.
Mhm.
have a DM ruling on that, which I'm sure he would deny. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. Take my 2 attacks of opportunity.
1 from the moderate.
Hope they miss. That one definitely didn't miss.
Oh, jeez.
It's all right.
For 26.
Yeah, I can take it.
And 1 from the minor. For 9.
Okay.
Like we had that cleric with us. That would be nice.
All right, Scarlet. Or no, you didn't actually take your action, Scarlet. So
I have not, no. So I'm just going to launch another flame strike in right here.
okay.
Ignore the top one. Or does that still count?
Oh, that's your dueling, isn't it? Or wait,
Yeah,
it's divine smite. One of them's your dueling. One of them's your improved. Yeah, so those don't count. No.
yeah. My improved divine smite would, I think. No, those are all melee attacks.
That's only melee.
Yeah, so it's just the bottom one. So
All right, the major.
it's still the same number, 23.
Yeah, that's true.
And that should hit all of them because it's within a 10 foot.
Yeah, you could put it right in the middle of all of them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nobody makes
They
it.
sure suck at that.
23.
Yeah.
Scarlet, what you see is the 2 minor ones they're just single flesh tendrils just curl up like a snail in salt and just die.
Nice.
Okay.
The other 2 take some damage. Take the full 23. On the next turn, the major antibody is going to begin shuffling its way forward. And Scarlet, it can in fact reach you from where it's at. Its tendrils just come shooting through the doorway.
I knew it.
It's going to make 3
Maybe
of
a
them
disadvantage though, since it has to reach across into a tight space.
What is its range on its tendrils? Nope, because it's got a 10-foot range, so it can just shoot its tendrils right through the doorway.
I tried.
I know. I appreciate it. Okay. Nope.
Not hit. So Scarlet, you are currently wrapped in tendrils, but the creature is kind of stuck in the room. It seems to get, squeeze out at the moment. And you don't know what the moderate one behind it, the humanoid-looking one, is doing, but it is not following you. Currently, it's not coming up to the side at the moment.
Okay.
Tim! You are currently in a series of intestines.
Pictures
You've
of
just
Tim,
come
a
out.
series of
Yeah, that's
intestines.
right.
A series of unfortunate intestines.
Yeah, you see a number of tunnels. What you hear after a moment is the cries of battle somewhere to your north.
All right, sounds good. To the south.
I'm out of here.
Ooh, a red vortex.
Tim,
Uh-huh.
Found the anus.
this room
Yes.
smells worse than anything you have smelt so far. A narrow, dark hole swirling with muck marks the descent into the lower bowels of the creature. You see no easy way of descending, nor do you think you'd want to.
Is that true though?
How dare you presume what I think of the situation, sir?
I don't think that's true.
That is what's written.
He just
what Tim actually thinks.
he just dove into the blood pile.
Tim has no sense of smell. If he did, he might have a physical problem going into the hole.
Now, do I want to do a pile diver into the hole or investigate?
Pile driver.
If I were to put up a poll, what do you think people would vote for?
Pile driver it is.
Oh God.
And thus Tim was expelled from the monster.
It's a Timina.
That's right. It's exactly what it is. Tim, you go diving into this hole, and immediately it's like being wrapped in a wet blanket. Tim, it's so tight.
You should slumber rug yourself. Then you'd be like a pill just going down.
Can I slumber rug the beast from the inside?
It's like a shot of Novocaine, just slumbering
That's
apart.
right.
Don't feel a
Tim,
thing.
you crawl your way through this like very tight, but you can sort of like physically move your way through it if you want to.
How
But it is-
squishy is it?
It is extremely squishy, Tim. You are covered in the word they use in these descriptions is muck. So we're gonna go with that.
They used muck because they couldn't use other words because they knew idiots like us would be giggling too
That's-
damn much.
that's
End of
right.
Shawshank Redemption, just crawling out of the sewers.
How sticky is this mug? How much is sticking to me?
You are covered almost immediately, Tim. It is in orifices. I don't
Yeah.
know if you've got
This
your.
session needed a content warning badly.
I didn't know you were gonna dive into the hole.
Of course he was gonna dive into the hole. Have you just met us? Is this your first day?
Let me rephrase that. I didn't think Reese was gonna be the first one to come in contact with the hole.
Again!
That's- Tim, a solid 3 or 4 minutes go by, and you're just in a void of darkness. All you feel is fleshy walls. All you can feel is like the muck between your fingers, under your like toes, under your armor. But you can feel no end in sight. It is just an endless parade of dark intestinal lining and feces.
It's so squishy.
Time of his life.
Yeah.
3 hours later.
Alright, so I'm pretty sure this is going to the outside world.
You suspect him at this point, going this far and just gauging on the other organs you've seen. Yes, you could get to the outside world this way, but you think you'd be in these intestines for like an hour and a half. just crawling your way through it, like miles worth of shit tubes.
Alright, I'm gonna start doing my spin move and start rotating really fast.
You all of the rest of you feel a great shudder as if the beast is experiencing some great discomfort all of a sudden.
It's the Tim cleanse! It's just absolutely cleansing the insides.
I was gonna call it the Roto Rooter, but sure.
That's much more violent.
I mean,
Charges monster
Tim,
money when he wakes up.
You can spin in those intestines, where
Yeah,
you're
you
at,
can.
it's like, honestly, this is terrible, but the best analogy I can think of is that you're on the inside of a condom. It's shrink wrapped to you, but you could easily like just press on the edges and just push it outward. It's like, yeah.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I've been inside one before.
I suspected you had.
My entire body. Pressing.
I know how this feels.
And I did my patented spin move in that too.
Rochelle, why do we play this game with him?
All right, I'm gonna.
You knew we started this campaign, it was going to end up with him in a giant intestine rotating around.
You have to know that.
I didn't know
All right,
that.
I'm gonna start doing my corkscrew upwards, back
Okay.
into the upper bowels.
All right. Tim, another solid 2.5, 3 minutes goes by as you just corkscrewing your way through.
I wonder
lower
what
intestine.
Tim's doing right now.
Everyone just has that thought simultaneously. Tim's doing right now. And you're
I
headed-
asked the major antibody that has me grappled, and it's like,
That's right. And Tim, your head emerges out of the inner sphincter that is his lower intestine.
It's the fucking Ace Ventura coming out of the rhinoceros.
Yes. Tim, you don't suspect you will ever be clean again. You are
Okay.
covered in. It is ingrained in your wood at this point. You are a different color.
You have
Better
a
looking
minus
and better
18
smelling.
charisma now.
Right.
All right, let's explore this tunnel.
Okay. Yeah. Tim, as you go that direction, this huge chamber looks as if it's seen better days. The fleshy ground below you crunches as you walk. Bits of dried cells flake off and kick up dust. Some sort of fungus grows over everything. There are 2 exits, one to the south, where a faint green light is shimmering in the distance, and one to the west, where you can faintly hear what seems to be a conversation.
Whoa.
Meanwhile,
Both excellent ways forward with my newfound stench.
Never stealth again.
You have double disadvantage.
Yeah.
right. Kethra and Gillian and the army, the zombie entourage.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's right,
Now,
the
is
conga
this a hands on shoulders or a hands on hips conga
Oh,
line?
Hips?
Okay.
Okay. The zombies will do it too. The zombies will not question it. Lord Lucius, if you ask Lord Lucius, he will give them the direction, and they will be hands on hips the entire way down. You guys conga through the trachea.
Right, we're waiting for an exhale now.
It's a shame that's the second funniest thing happening right now too. Like normally that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. The second exhale, you don't get it, Kethra. You guys are fast enough to where like the inhale it takes a full 3 minutes basically before the inhale comes, and then another like minute and a half or so, and you're able to get out of the trachea to where you think you're safe from the winds. But as you get in the heart, Lord Lucius says,
Do not tarry here in the heart. It will occasionally awash with blood and push you into various parts. You don't want to be in the lungs or in the liver. That is where the antibodies lay.
Fucking need to meet these guys at the start of the dungeon. Ugh.
I just love that the person who can help you is not where any of the people who
That's
can
true.
help you.
Yeah. The audience watching the show is like, oh, they have all this information. Like, but we don't have this information.
The antibodies kill anything that isn't of the world ender, including us.
I think we saw some in the lungs, but it's good to know not to go into the liver.
Yes, very good.
Which way,
Straight-
Lord Lucius?
Straight south, my boy, through the heart.
Y'all are heading in our direction.
Yeah, which way is he pointing?
Straight south, and I'll take you guys there. He rushes you through the heart, and you guys hear the rhythmic pounding. But as he sort of directs you, you guys are able to sort of work your way through it quicker than the blood comes rushing through the heart every once in a while. The path gets very narrow though here, Kethra. You wade down into like waist deep blood in this like artery section. And Lord Lucius is just spurring you on. Like,
Yes, it's to the south. Keep going, keep going. Don't go under the water. Onto the blood.
Just don't do any of the things that we've been doing this entire time.
I'll be honest, now I'm just having him say everything that you guys
That's the worst place of all. Damn it.
Well, no obstacles, we will continue.
Yeah, Kethra, you were able to continue. But Kethra, when you make it about here,
before you enter turn-based combat mode,
Gillian, you have to sort of like physically direct the zombies at this point. It gets so narrow that the zombies sort of like are bumping into each other, trying to funnel into this little artery. And you have to physically either like move them or do something with them because they don't seem to have the cognitive ability to really handle this. Oh, sorry. I dragged you into the nethers.
Don't go there.
Whatever you do! But when you make it about here, Kethra, you start hearing the sounds of battle. You start hearing cries and like squishing sounds and bolts of... You hear flames coming from the south.
Lots of flames.
Lots of flames.
Some lightning. You hear a bolt of lightning.
That's true.
There is electricity. Yeah. You hear it coming from basically just directly to the like southwest around the curve of this artery that you're in.
Are we going that way? Towards the indigestion?
Me and Scarlet are gonna be so fucking confused about what is about to come up to us.
Because Heather's invisible.
Heather's invisible. We're just gonna see marching zombies. I'm gonna fireball this whole fucking thing if you don't speak up. 100%.
Well,
I don't know if I can take it at this point.
But you're invisible. I can't see you.
No, hopefully I see you first before you see the zombies.
Hopefully, yeah.
But yeah, does Lord Lucius tell us to go this way?
Yes, this is the way. We're going to pass by the liver. No matter what you do, don't step inside the liver.
All right. We're so close.
How can I tell which way the liver is?
As we head southward, you'll see a room, an organ made of red, lumpy flesh. It is full of antibodies. Terrible.
Oh, good to know. Yeah, but what are the sounds we hear below?
Those sounds. I've never heard those sounds in here before. I don't know what they are.
Stay good distance from me, even though you can't see me.
Should I wait here?
Yes, wait for my... Wait, but will you be sucked up by the blood in this position?
He thinks that those in the back might be.
Oh. Well,
you just hear a very faint, well, that's not very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, at some point I can start sensing sticks again.
Try to cram into this little tunnel, and I will see what's going on.
I can see that the voice I'm doing is good, you guys.
It's very good. I love the voice. No complaints about the voice.
I can see that Discord is not picking it up. I can see the little green line like not activating when I do it. It's too raspy, I think.
You got to start like louder, and then you can go quieter,
and then go into it. Yeah.
We love the voice.
Yeah.
We do not breathe air. We can wait under the blood. It is fine.
Alright. We'll come a little closer. Anyway, what do I see? Are they fighting still?
You come upon everything that
frozen time.
What you come upon, Kethra, is Scarlet looking battered and bloody in the middle of this artery with tendrils shooting out of a room to the west that are like wrapping around her waist and her legs.
Mm-hmm.
That is what you see right now.
I feel like I've got a cool like action movie thing with the crossbows across the.
He can't see you right now. You're
okay.
like you backed into the stomach at some point. So.
Wait, who's in the stomach?
Kalen, you can kind of barely see him to the right, but he's back there with his crossbows, as he said. Cool action movie pose.
Cool action pose.
Well, I guess at this point, can I roll initiative? I guess.
In a moment. So let's go back to Gillian. Gillian, as you, in the back, you didn't hear the conversation at the front of the line. Oh, you're still doing your conga thing back there. So what you see is all the zombies begin just wading into the blood, just going underwater. And you're unclear at first, like, why they're doing this. But one by one, the zombies just go underwater. They just like nonchalantly walk underneath the blood. And you are free to move forward at that point. And at that point, Gillian, you hear the same thing. You hear the sounds of battle coming from the south.
Okay.
At this point, you bump into Kethra. And, in fact, both of you may roll initiative. Because you are now joining the fray.
Oops, didn't click myself.
I'll give you what you rolled.
Gillian,
All right.
Can you see what's happening? Can you see from your position?
I can see enough. I can see.
I guess we'll have to help these two. Scarlet looks near death.
I'm not whispering, but looks like 10 feet away.
No, that was Scarlet. I could see Scarlet, so I can maybe hit her with something.
She's near death.
The two of them are like 10 feet away from you.
Yeah, they're fucking whispering.
Just like talking about
you.
Like,
so we're in cliques now, are we?
Like they're doing too good.
Team Long's got their own clique.
But yes, back to the initiative now.
Team
Caleb.
Poop is doing great.
He is fantastic.
God damn it.
Never smelled worse, guy.
just spinning, worth it. God.
Oh. Will he have stories for you later on?
The best.
It's really just the one story.
We're gonna hear it every day.
I just spun around for about an hour, and
That's right. Yep. Kalen.
All right. Presumably, I do not see them coming up yet because Kethra's invisible and Gillian's behind the corner.
And
okay.
Gillian's still. Yep.
My attention is pretty well focused on these monsters, so I'm just gonna lay into the big guy that I can see, which currently has the Slayer's mark, whatever, on him. Yeah. How is this big guy looking?
You've done some damage to him. He's got some chunks that are mostly burned. You guys haven't hit him with many physical attacks, or very few, I think, if any.
It's a lightning.
But he's got a lot of burns on his lump of balloon flesh that he's got at the top of him.
Yeah. All right.
Kind of hard to gauge like how he's feeling because it is a lump of flesh with tendrils coming out of it.
All right, let's just start firing away at this guy. 25 will hit.
25 will absolutely hit.
It's not great damage. 23.
Okay. 23.
There's prey. Fire gain. Hey! Wish I would have left Slayer's. Well, I guess. Yeah, I wish I would have left it on because I would have rolled it again. Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, that fire damage re-rolls though.
Oh yeah.
20.
For me.
I don't know. That's 15, 25, and 8 is 33.
Okay.
And then
33 works.
Bonus action, third attack. Feeling weirdly emboldened, even though I don't know my allies are nearby.
Mm-hmm. That absolutely hits.
Or 23. I'm fucking this guy up.
Yes, you are. And what at the end of that fuck up, Kaelin, the fucking of up.
When you put it like that, it sounds stupid.
It sounds bad. Your last bolt goes slicing into this major antibody, and you can't see too well into the room, Kaelin, but you're pretty sure you see a large glob of flesh fall off of the major antibody and get up.
Not helping!
That's all I know how to do. Shoot the things. So the big guy's still up, and it's sloughing off little guys?
Seems to be.
Oh,
At least it did whenever you did that much damage to it.
Do you think that big guy can even get through there? We may need to back up a little more.
I'm grappled.
Scarlet cannot. Scarlet is like wrapped around its tendrils.
Son of a bitch. I should have shot it with the other one.
Is it my action to try to get ungrappled?
It is.
Alright.
If you wish to get ungrappled, it is an action.
Alright, what's my saving throw?
I believe it's a 16.
Of what?
I believe you can either do strength, athletics check, or an acrobatics check to get out of a grapple, I believe. Whichever one you want to do.
Oh, I'll do athletics.
Okay.
Athletics skill check? Heck yeah. I have a plus 10 in that shit.
Alright, go for it. Scarlet, you use your action to just, like, Hulk break out of the tendrils. You just, with your arm, you just smash out of them and they go flying.
She starts admonishing the major antibody about how it needs to learn manners. It's not nice to try to hug people without asking permission.
Squishing sounds in response.
Yeah, she slaps the tendril as it slinks back.
Yep.
And then she just goes down here.
Okay.
And y'all just hear like, it's okay. It's okay.
The major antibody's turn. It looks like it's trying to squeeze out of this room. I think, Kaelin, you're the only one really in sight of this major antibody. So what you see, Kaelin, is it tries to squeeze out of the room, and it can't. It's like, it's squishing. And what you see a moment later is it starts falling apart. Pieces of it fall to the ground, and those pieces get up. And this major antibody becomes a number of minor ones.
Fireball! Throw a freaking fireball!
Yeah. You were always right next to the damn thing. I didn't want to throw fireballs in there.
Well, before I could take it, now I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Gillian, it is your turn. Actually, the miners. Yeah, they'll go on the miners' turn.
Okay. I will cast Mass Cure Wounds, I think? I don't know. It's hard to see.
Mainly Scarlet, I think. She's been taking all the damage.
It's really just Scarlet. Okay.
You can kind of see all four of them, but yeah, or a fuller view. But yeah, Scarlet, that definitely looks the worst of you.
Okay, well, I am going to just like come out here up to Scarlet, just out of the suddenly emerging from the artery,
Looking very healthy.
looking very healthy, glowing even, I might say, from all of the extra oxygen I got while in the lungs.
That's right.
And cast regenerate.
Ah.
Ooh, what does that do?
4d8 plus 15 hit points. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I guess I haven't put it into like
That's not rolling the actual.
an actual casty thing. So hold on. So it's just 4d8
Yeah, no, add 15
plus
to it.
15. Okay. Oh,
Can I use my d6 at this point to add more?
No, that's for you. That's for like attack rolls or saves.
well, that
So-
was
I will take
good.
my 27 points.
27. Yep.
I'm at
And
a
you gain
solid-
what does it say? 1 at the beginning of every turn.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm at a solid 50 hit points, you guys.
Nice.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I have anything I can add to that. Because I think I also just have like regular old healing word. And that's a bonus action. So, yeah. So we'll also cast healing word for 9 more.
Ooh, I'll take it. Stand up a little straighter.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, Kethra.
So can I see the antibodies from here, or do I step forward a little bit?
You can kind of see him. You can see just an army of tendrils in the western room.
Yeah, I think I'll just attack the first one I see. That one right there.
Okay.
So as soon as I let go of my short bow, I break invisibility and appear.
Surprise!
You see this arrow emerge from nowhere as Kethra suddenly appears.
Yep. And that 30 absolutely hits. All right, Kethra, you absolutely just explode this flesh tendril into bits of smaller flesh.
Did you miss us? Oh, Kalen's not even there to answer. He's coming back.
Kethra can't flirt with Kalen if Kalen's not around.
I know, for real. You just missed a cool scene. He's not paying attention.
Nope.
No. Puppies are probably misbehaving.
Presume he reacts in some way.
Yeah, he acts all doughy-eyed. Oh my goodness.
That's right. You could just say how Kalen reacts if he's not here.
Kalen, you just look at Kalen's just like heart eyes.
That's
like
right.
little hearts just coming off. It's a full anime type thing going on. He's still not reacting to any of this.
Wow, were you talking to me?
So
We have been for like the
Alright.
last 5 minutes.
I
dude.
tried letting. Sorry, I've been dealing with the puppies.
You saw Gillian come and heal Scarlet, and then from your right, you see an arrow come out of nowhere as Kethra appears and blows up one of the tendrils.
Nice.
My reaction was better.
Fucking finally, where have you all been?
They're all like super healthy, rejuvenated.
Yeah, they look good.
Killed everything down here.
We just came back from an oxygen bar. They'll still exist, right?
I think so. On the antibody's turn, you begin seeing these now smaller, not the big bulbous one is broken down into smaller pieces, come rushing out of the room.
Oh.
Not all of them can. But Kethra, one of them rushes towards you and makes a flesh tendril attack
Hits.
for 21 bludgeoning. And Gillian, as you join the party, one of them comes for you. for 17 bludgeoning damage. And Gillian, one of the minor ones, is also crawled up to the front of the doorway and slashes at you for another 12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And that is the antibody's turn. Meanwhile, shit-covered Tim. What are you up to, shit-covered Tim?
Well, shit-covered Tim. He's gonna go check out that green light.
All right, that's to the south of you.
Uh-huh.
Halfway southward. Tim, this room radiates bright green and white light. It would almost be beautiful if it wasn't so foul smelling. The smell is unlike the other smells you've smelled. You see, Tim has gotten the full gamut of the smells in this place.
Yeah,
he
the
smelled
least
the
smellable player character.
You smelt the pus of whatever that was. What was the pancreas? You smelt the muck of the lower intestines. But this smell, Tim, is a sharp, like oily, acidic smell.
What's making it glow?
The whole room seems to be just sort of like kind of radiating with that green light. From where you're standing, you cannot see. All you see currently is a big green room.
All right, what does the floor look like?
The floor is extremely spongy. It's like a soft, bright green sponge under your feet.
All right. Walk into the room.
Tim, as you step into the room, a couple things happen.
Is Tim gonna solve this whole dungeon while we're just fucking around?
At the very edge of your
Keep the
vision,
antibodies at bay, guys.
Oh my
I've
God.
got this.
at the very edge of your vision, Tim, to the south, you see a small shape floating in the darkness. It looks like a small 2 foot by 2 foot rectangular dark shape in the darkness, and it is just floating in midair.
Rectangular shape, eh? Well, nothing in this room.
And Tim, as you step forward towards it, your feet hit the spongy green flesh, and immediately all around you, an oily,
Good luck with the boss, Tim.
gas.
Goodbye, guys.
An oily, thick gas
Corkscrew.
begins permeating the room. And the oily gas like coats your body almost instantaneously. And I guess that's where we should end it for tonight.
No, I just started the poll.
Oh, you just started the poll?
Go a little bit further.
Oh, shit. All right, I'll go a little bit further. All right, Tim.
Everybody vote in the MVPC poll, please.
That's right. Tim, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, wait for everybody to vote on Tim, because you know he's gonna get all the votes for fucking roto-rootering down the poop chute. There's no competing with that.
You got the guys who almost died. You got the guys who found the actual zombie guides.
That's right. You got the people who found like the key to the dungeon. You got the people who
Which would have been good for the other team who stumbled across all the bad things.
Tim, your body begins racking with convulsions. And you find yourself unable to move forward at all. Your muscles lock up as this oily substance begins permeating the wood in your body. Tim, you would never know what it's like to feel like you have to throw up, but you feel like you have to throw up. And you double over in pain. You take 59 acid damage.
Ooh.
It's pretty bad.
As the oily gas begins coating your body and just eating through it. And at the moment, you cannot move as you are racked by pain from this gas.
Where the fuck
All
are
right.
you? We have no idea where you are.
I took the shortcut, but I found the book. But no one will ever know.
I'm just gonna finally stumble across to see his broken, dissolved body. Like, oh man, he was this close.
All right, I guess that's where we will end it for tonight.
Yeah, the poll still has another couple minutes, but Tim is by far the MVPC, getting all of the votes.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, thank
Go
you to Reese.
Roto-Rooter.
That's right. Thank you to Reese, Rochelle, Raymond, Heather, and Eric. And thank you to our wonderful fans for watching.
Thank you to awesome DM Chris and his excellent zombie voice. Go to roguewatson.com for recaps and at patreon.com/roguewatson if you would like to support the channel. Head on over to our post-session discussion chat for the Lost Plane, as some of us will be jumping over to that stream after a short break. Otherwise, see you all next week.
It's not looking good for our poop hero.
A quest to save Tim for his own insane plans.
Can we make it to Tim in time? Find out next week.